I was never meant to stand beside a crown. I was meant to stand beneath one. My name is Kalin Vyrex, Senior Armor Engineer of the Royal War Foundry on the planet Ardan Prime, a world forged in fire and defended in steel. Ardan Prime was not beautiful. It was strong. Its skies were strewn with orbital defense arrays. Its cities were layered with titanium spires. Its atmosphere hummed with shield generators that never powered down, because our queen never stopped fighting. Queen Sarapine Alleris, the Iron Sovereign, the last monarch of the Illyrian Dominion. A star empire that once ruled 7 sectors before the coalition rebellion fractured its borders. She was not known for mercy. She was known for survival. And survival requires armor. That's where I came in. The Royal War Foundry was buried beneath the capital citadel, a labyrinth of plasma forges, nanosmith arrays, and adaptive combat fabrication chambers. We didn't build ceremonial suits. We built war incarnate. The Queen's armor was the most advanced battle exoskeleton in the Dominion. It responded to neural signals at sub-millisecond speeds, withstood antimatter pulses, adapted to battlefield variables in real time. It was a masterpiece, and it was failing. I first noticed it during the siege of Valthor 9. Live combat feeds streamed through the Foundry's hollow grid as the Queen led the charge against coalition insurgents entrenched in orbital debris fields. Her armor deflected heavy plasma strikes until one hit registered a delayed response in the right shoulder actuator. Just 0.8 seconds. In war, that is eternity. I flagged it immediately. No one else did because no one else was looking for flaws in a legend. 2 days later, the Queen returned victorious and bleeding. Not visibly, but internally. Her armor diagnostics revealed microfractures in the adaptive nanite weave, instabilities forming along the spinal reactor conduit. If left untreated, it would fail during high-output combat. I filed an urgent repair request. It was denied. Priority conflicts. Political review required. Royal Guard oversight pending. No one wanted to admit the Queen was vulnerable. So I did something reckless. I bypassed protocol. I sent a direct request to the Royal Command node with my authorization signature attached. 30 seconds later, my terminal went dark. 2 Royal Guards entered the Foundry. "You're coming with us." I expected imprisonment. Instead, I was escorted into the upper citadel, into the throne chamber. Queen Sarapine stood at the far end, her battle armor partially dismantled, silver-black plates suspended in magnetic stasis fields around her. Without the full suit, she looked smaller, not weaker, just human. "You're the engineer who flagged the flaw," she said. "Yes, Your Majesty. You bypassed 3 security layers." "Why?" "Because if the spinal conduit fractures during combat, the reactor surge will cascade through your neural interface." Silence. "You could die." Her eyes narrowed slightly. "You speak plainly. I work in metal. It doesn't respond to flattery." A faint shift, almost amusement. "Fix it," she said. Repairing the Queen's armor required direct proximity to her neural calibration core, working while she was present. No screen, no remote interface, just me and the Iron Sovereign. As I recalibrated the nano weave, I noticed something unusual. The damage pattern wasn't consistent with enemy fire. It was internal stress overexertion. "You're pushing output levels beyond recommended thresholds," I said carefully. "I am aware this pseudodata exists," she replied, "but your physiology does not. Are you questioning my endurance, engineer?" "I'm questioning physics." She stepped closer. Without the full armor plating, she was still imposing, tall, poised, eyes like sharpened steel. "You believe I am wearing myself down? I believe you are carrying the Dominion alone." "The room felt heavier for 7 years," I said quietly. "Every advisor has told me to compromise. And you didn't." "No, I sealed the final conduit alignment. The armor will hold, but it needs synchronization." "With what?" "With you." Her gaze held mine. "You fixed more than circuitry today." 3 weeks later, the coalition launched a full-scale assault on Ardan Prime's outer defense grid. Orbital cannons detonated. Enemy dreadnoughts breached the upper atmosphere. The Queen donned her repaired armor. Synchronization was flawless. Every movement fluid, every strike precise. I monitored her telemetry from the Foundry command deck. Then it happened. A coalition stealth cruiser emerged behind her position. Heavy plasma charge building. Her sensors were jammed. No time to transmit warning through official channels. I did the unthinkable. I hacked into her private neural link. She pivoted instantly. The plasma blast grazed her shield instead of penetrating her core. She destroyed the cruiser in one devastating counterstrike. After the battle ended, I expected arrest. Instead, I was summoned again. "You access my neural channel," she said. "Yes, unauthorized. And yes, I saved your life. You see what others do not," she said. "I look for stress fractures." Her eyes softened barely. "Stay near the armor." That was how it began. Months passed. The war intensified. So did something else. Trust. She began consulting me outside armor diagnostics, battle projections, strategic modeling, political risk assessments. I was no longer just the engineer. I was the one who told her when her armor cracked. And when she did. One night, after a brutal victory that cost thousands of lives, she removed her helmet and set it before me. "It's not broken," I said. "No," she replied. "But I am tired of fighting alone. I was not born to be queen. I was trained to survive. There is a difference." "And what do you want?" I asked quietly. She stepped closer. "You fixed my armor when everyone else worshipped it. You saw the flaw and did not fear it. I choose you." My breath caught. "As what?" "As my future king." The world seemed to tilt. "I'm not noble. You are necessary. I am not trained for rule. You are trained for truth. I fix the Dominion's defenses. You fix mine." Silence. "Stand beside me." Not command. Invitation. I bowed once. Not as subject. As equal. Then we rebuilt together. The announcement shook the Dominion. An engineer. Future king. Some nobles protested. Military factions questioned. But the people remembered something simple. He saved her life more than once. Political rivals attempted to fracture the Union. But Sarapine was not the kind of queen who hesitated. She stood before the High Council. "I will not marry for diplomacy," she declared. "I will marry for strength. And strength," she argued, "is not inherited. It is forged, just like armor, just like empires, just like love." Years later, when the coalition finally signed peace accords, historians would debate the turning point. Some would cite the Battle of Ardan, others strategic reforms. But those who stood close to the throne knew the truth. The war shifted the day the queen's armor stopped cracking, and the engineer who fixed it stood beside her, not beneath the crown, but beside it. She chose me as her future king, and together we forged an empire. Please follow my channel for more videos. One click from you can change my life.